What is up, YouTube? This is Shanti Payne back at you guys again. And you know what? Today's a great day. I'm doing real good. Life is moving awesome. Awesome. So, earlier today, I accidentally, like, my phone dropped out of my pocket into water with vinegar inside of it, and I grabbed it out real quickly and just washed it down, and I made sure it was dry, and then the speaker wasn't working, right? So I was like, fuck, I need to file a claim because I have insurance, but I need to file a claim, so that kind of sucks. But just now it started to work again, so I'm stoked on that. And also some other things I wanted to say was, if you're not reading at least an hour a day, you're going to be behind other people, you know? You're not going to have that mental capacity to be able to be like thinking logical, really logical thoughts from top mentors and people that have already done it, and some things that you would like to do, such as selling, businesses, you know, like sports dreams, whatever it is, you know what I mean? You just need to find a mentor, such as through books, through in-person, online courses, and other styles of teaching, of course. But mostly they need to be embarrassed. Okay, so if they are embarrassed to be in your shoes, then they're a really good mentor for you, and you should follow their advice, right? So Warren Buffett, he reads about 8 hours a day. Some of you might think that's a lot. Some of you may say, wow, that is a shit ton of reading and I don't have the focus to do that. But I challenge you. I challenge you to start reading at least 20 minutes a day. And just time yourself and read it and try and digest it and apply it to your life. Because you may not think so, but when you're reading it subconsciously, it's going in here and it's definitely going to stay there. And it's a wise thing to do. So I'm starting to read 2 hours a day, which is a fourth of what Warren Buffett, a billionaire, makes. So he makes $1 billion. He's just a billionaire, right? So he's reading 8 hours a day. And so if I'm reading 2 hours a day, I'll probably be able to make thousands, like 100,000 or a little bit more than that. But I don't know if I could make billions, right? If I'm not reading at least 8 to 10 hours a day. So it's all about that mental capacity to be able to sit down and read a book like I'm doing right now, and just invest in your brain. So one of my biggest mentors, and I know I'm gonna meet him one day, I just know it, he's just so positive. His positivity is just out there, and he's so happy to be alive and very, very mentally focused, and he invests in his own brain. So what Tai Lopez has said was, if you only have $10,000, don't go and invest it in a bunch of bullshit. Don't invest it in stocks. Don't invest it in a business. Don't invest it in anything else. Because if you invest that $10,000 in your brain, in knowledge, that will make you a lot more money. I'm talking, each book you read could be $100,000 worth of knowledge. And that's if you actually use that knowledge, right? So a lot of people are procrastinators, right? You don't want to be a procrastinator. You want to be doing lots of tests. So do a test, see how it goes. If you make a bunch of money on it, great. If you lose a bunch of money on it, great. You don't do that anymore, or you have to do it better, right? So it's all about testing like certain practices in life, in certain things, in acquiring skills along the way. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I was 4th in the nation for mogul skiing at age 16 for under 18, right? So I was about to be traveling around the world and on Junior Worlds, which is where they take the top 4 athletes and you compete against the rest of the nations or countries. And yeah, so that was my like pursuit. I wanted to be badass. I wanted to be on the US ski team, you know, and everything. And I'm not going to say it wasn't bad or anything, but you know, it was great. I learned a bunch along the way. So now I need to focus on what I like to do, right? So that's why I read a lot, is I find my passions in books. I find out what I want to do with my life in books. So I just spent about $35, I think it was 2 days ago or 3 days ago, and they were on 5 different books of amazing, I'm talking like really good mentors from these books that are just top investors, top people in the aspect of love, top people in the aspect of well-being, in psychology, and all these things, finances. And what is that going to do? That's going to reset my brain. It's going to make my brain be able to just be a learning machine. And that's what I'm trying to do here, is become a learning machine and also inspire you, because I know that this advice is going to help you. Like, let me tell you, if I had this advice when I was 12 or 13, if you're watching this, you are way ahead. You're way ahead of the learning curve, right? So don't be a slow learner like Tai Lopez likes to say. And a lot of the things he said was from a ton of different mentors he's had in his life. And he started with nothing. He started in a trailer park. And he talked to the #1 businessman in wherever he lived, right? Who had the biggest ad in that newspaper. And he had him be his mentor, right? It takes a lot of work, though, to go talk to him and have him as your mentor, right? So the courage is what you need. You need to have courage. Because if you have courage in the face of fear, that's what courage is. It's seeing the fear for what it is, but just not like letting it affect you. Just being like, yeah, that's the fear, but I'm going to conquer it. So that was my little rant, I guess I'd have to say today. But it wasn't really a rant. It was more so trying to help you guys out. So the book I'm reading right now is Secrets of Closing the Sale by Zig Ziglar. I recommend you pick this up. I don't know how much it cost me. I think it was only about like $14, right? But think about that. If I take 5 amazing tips from this book and apply them to my life, or later on, because they're stored in my subconscious, it's going to make you a better person, a better investor. It'll make you more money. It will make you happier. It'll make you just feel like life is good. It'll make you want to push harder. So it really is amazing. So I'm on I think I read an hour earlier, and now I just read 40 minutes, or about 45 minutes, and I still have 15 more minutes to go. So I wanted to make this video for you guys just to inspire, motivate, and just spread the positivity and love to you, the world. And I appreciate you watching this video. If you liked anything I had to say, hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Subscribe to Shanti Payne. Shanti Payne, that's my name.